Hey everyone, welcome to beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. We're getting ready to head to Daniel K. Inouye International Airport to catch the inaugural flight of Hawaiian Airlines' new 7879 Dreamliner to San Francisco. Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, formerly known as Honolulu International Airport, serves as the primary gateway to Hawaii and is located just northwest of downtown Honolulu on the island of Oahu. Our flight will be departing from Terminal 1, where the majority of Hawaiian's flights are based. Once we got through security, we had to look at one of the airport's outdoor gardens. This airport doesn't have the greatest reviews online, but I really love that it has these outdoor gardens and outdoor walkways. Most of the airport dates from the 1970s and is known to get a bit crowded, but a new $220 million concourse opened in 2021 and is a huge upgrade. And here we are with the star of the show, Hawaiian's new 787 Dreamliner. Originally, they were set to receive these wide bodies back in 2021, but the deliveries were paused due to the pandemic. This is the first of 12 Dreamliners that the airline will receive, and Hawaiian will fly them initially to San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix in the coming months. Each 787 will be named after the stars that Polynesian seafarers used to traverse the Pacific Ocean, and this plane is named Kapuahi, which is the Hawaiian word for the brightest star in the Taurus constellation. We flew here from New York aboard one of Hawaiian's older A330s, so it'll be really interesting to see how their new 787s compare. Since this is the inaugural flight of a brand new plane, there was a lot of fanfare and even some traditional singing and dancing at the gate.
Do you still remember when I met you, Kuipo?
E umau kia I mai ka po mai, e nana ia mai ka hale o kako. Kia I ia, malama ia, e pale aku I na ho o piliko kako nuna.
And then it was time to board.
Guest services agents that will be taking you through the boarding process. We will also be sharing bay with each of you that are joining us on this very special flight today.
Since we were flying back to the mainland, we needed to put our bags through a quick agricultural inspection, but that didn't take very long, and soon enough we were headed out to the plane. And in addition to the lei, we also got these really cool baggage tags. This aircraft features Hawaiian's all-new business class suites, which are in a 1-2-1 layout and feature closing doors. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to book one of these 34 seats, and I'll be flying economy instead. The economy section of this plane has a total of 266 seats, 79 of which are designated as extra comfort. The extra comfort seats are about 17.5 inches wide and have 35 inches of pitch. Extra comfort seats also have universal power plugs. All of the seats in economy, including the extra comfort ones, are Collins Aerospace Aspire seats laid out in a 3-3-3 layout. I'll be sitting in 36J, which is the normal economy seat. We're on board now, so let's do a little seat tour. There's a decent amount of legroom, and the seat back pockets are large and even have additional storage pockets on the outside. The tray tables pull down like this, and the seats have adjustable headrests. They also recline. And there's overhead reading lights, but sadly no air vents. Like all 787s, this plane has massive electronically dimmable windows, as well as large overhead bins. There's a 12-inch HD touchscreen monitor in the headrest, which has USB-A and USB-C ports. Note that these normal economy seats do not have universal outlets, but I do love how the cabin was decorated. Hawaiian Airlines made sure to incorporate design elements that honor Hawaii's Polynesian seafaring heritage throughout the cabin. The seats are upholstered in sea blue fabric, and the carpet is meant to resemble waves. A lot of thought also went into the lighting. You can see this purple lighting, which is reminiscent of Hawaii's flora. They also programmed effects to mimic the island's sunsets. You'll find Hawaiian language labeling throughout the cabin as well, and these lavatory signs which feature figures in traditional Hawaiian clothes. They also installed these wooden slats, which are meant to resemble the rigging of an outrigger canoe, as well as leaf-like texturing along the ceiling. I also really like the floral designs that you can find on the normal economy seats. Let's go to San Francisco!
Yeah, let's go.
Brand new plane.
We induct our brand new 787 Dreamliner aircraft into our fleet. We do hope that you enjoy your folks' time on your way out to San Fran on this beautiful day here out of Honolulu.
We ended up pushing back from the gate about 15 minutes behind schedule. I managed to spot a second Hawaiian 787 as we were taxiing out to the runway. The airline took delivery of this plane just a few days ago.
Following Hawaiian Airlines tradition of naming our long-range aircraft after stars and constellations, Kauai is a giant red star and the brightest in the constellation Taurus. She appears in the Pacific sky alongside Makui, a significant celestial cluster in Hawaiian storytelling, wayfinding, and agriculture. I'm sure you will agree with us that she's beautiful both inside and out. On behalf of our entire Hawaiian Airlines Ohana, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our beautiful Kauai as she takes us to San Francisco. Mahalo.
It'll take us about 4 hours and 15 minutes to cross the Pacific today before landing in San Francisco around 9 o'clock at night. The windows were dimmed shortly after reaching cruising altitude, and the crew came around with snacks and drinks for purchase. There's a variety of items for sale like a Hawaiian snack sampler, as well as soft and alcoholic drinks, but I decided to wait for the complimentary meal. We're about an hour and a half into the flight now, and the crew served the meal. We would have gotten it earlier, but we flew into some turbulence. There's only one option for everyone, which is this chicken sausage bagel roll, which looks pretty good, but unfortunately they don't have a vegan option for my wife. They also offered everyone a complimentary rum punch cocktail, I guess because it's the inaugural flight. So what's my verdict on the food? I enjoyed it. I thought it was very tasty, and I'm really grateful that they served something that was a little bit more substantial than just a bag of pretzels. Of course, it would have been nice if they had a vegan option.
Yeah, just be snacks for me, I think.
Next, I headed to the lavatory. There's 6 lavatories in the economy cabin, 1 in the back and 5 in the midsection of the plane. Each lavatory has wallpaper depicting a different Hawaiian plant, and the black flooring is reminiscent of newly cooled lava. By the time I headed back to my seat, the crew had dimmed the cabin lights. We have about 2 hours left in the flight, so I figured this would be a good time to kind of reflect on how things are going so far. So I think we can both agree that these seats are way more comfortable than the ones we came to Hawaii on the A330.
Yeah, I think they have quite a bit more legroom as well, so definitely a more comfortable flight.
Yeah, I mean, having that 2-4-2 configuration is really nice, especially when you have the 2 seats like we did, but I think I would prefer to do this flight again on the 787.
I would say as well there's a lot more overhead space in the overhead bins. On the way here was definitely a struggle to fit bags. Even backpacks wouldn't fit in smaller ones, so there's a lot more space for bags on this flight.
At this point, I decided to take a closer look at the IFE system. The resolution on the screen was crystal clear, and it was very responsive. Hawaiian has a great selection of movies and TV shows, and I even found a game to play. I think there's supposed to be Wi-Fi on this plane, but when I searched for it, nothing came up. In the end, I found a TV show to watch and relaxed for a while. As we made our way to California, the crew came around from time to time serving water. One thing that we enjoyed about both of our flights with Hawaiian was how nice and attentive the crews were. Just under an hour left in the flight. As you can see, the cabin lights have been turned back on, and the crew just came around and handed out these cookies.
Been enjoying the flight. We do apologize for it being a little bumpy today. There's winds coming down the coast, so it could be a little bit bumpy also in our descent. We have begun our descent. Looks like we'll be landing in San Francisco in just about 30 minutes. It's been our pleasure having you aboard today, and we hope to see you again soon on another one of our Hawaiian Airlines flights. Ohoi hokaku, until we meet again. Mahalo for choosing Hawaiian Airlines.
This flight cost about $400 and was a great experience. These new Dreamliners are an exciting step into the future for Hawaiian Airlines, and are a major improvement over their older A330s. You can tell that Hawaiian put a lot of thought and effort into these planes, and stepping on board really helps you feel like you're already in Hawaii. But what do you think? Would you want to fly aboard Hawaiian's new 787 Dreamliner? Let me know below. And that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.